Look, I feel like this hasn't been talked about enough, and that's being a nice guy in this generation. See, there is a difference between being a nice guy and a good man. When you are a nice guy, you are putting on a mask, thinking that there is something not okay with yourself, so you have to pretend to be somebody else to please others. And if you know what it's like to be a nice guy, you can resonate with what I'm going to say in this video. Now, what's wrong with being a nice guy? When you're a nice guy, it's an insecurity in you because you feel like you have to fake yourself and you have to put on a mask just to get what you want out of people. So you feel that something is not okay within yourself with whoever you are. So you are blocking your real potential by being a people pleaser. See, being a people pleaser, it won't do nothing but just drive you into a depression. And even with women, being a nice guy, you think that being nice will get you laid, will get you attention, will get you whatever intentions you have with the woman. You think that being nice will get you to that objective. So all this brings is dishonesty. It just brings insecurity. You're holding up a mask and you're stopping your true potential of being a masculine man. See, oftentimes when you are a nice guy, you are seeking some sort of validation, which really isn't even going to your true authentic self. When you are just trying to hide your true intentions, hide the man you really are, and trying to please others, you are further diminishing your potential and what it's like to be a masculine man. You have to understand, people, they're going to talk about you regardless if you are good or bad. But skip all that. Why not just be your best self? Why not just be who you truly are, and whoever out there truly wants you will take you as who you are. And I'm not talking about if you're just a lazy man, a man who doesn't want to put in work. I'm talking about if you know you're somebody who is taking care of yourself. You might be a handsome man, a chosen man, whatever. Why can't you just go for people that appreciate you and where you're not tolerated? And like I said, this leads you into a deep spiral of depression because you think that you deserve something by being nice and by doing all these things, but you're really not getting what you want because it's taking you extra long. It's taking you all this faking who you are. And in the end, it just leaves you dissatisfied. You might have heard the term happy wife, happy life. If you look outside and you're a man who's single on your purpose, a man who probably gets women back to back and have multiple options, you can see that most of these men who are just trying to please their wives, and I'm not talking about doing things for her and doing things for your family as a good man. I'm talking about you're just doing things to please her and you're walking on eggshells to please her. You might have been in relationships in the past where if your girl gets mad, that's most likely the end of your relationship, bruh. Being a nice guy is just hiding who you truly are. So if you're being nice to these women, expecting her to give you some box, expecting her to give you some brain because you're being nice, bro, that's just going to leave you angry because it's like, I'm doing all this for her, but you're really not getting anything in return, but just diminishing who you truly are. Like I said, this also makes you unconfrontational as a man. See, when you're a man who is afraid of confrontation, you are going to become a pushover. When you're a man who doesn't look like he has masculine frame, trust me, especially in this generation, people, they're going to take you for granted and they're going to walk all over you, bruh. When people just feel like, oh, I could depend on him to do this for me. When I need something, I could go to him. When I need some therapy, I could just go and talk to him. You're just going to be like a brick wall for people to just use. And this stops you from being a true man because you are stopping what you truly can be because you don't want to upset other people. You don't want to be the one in the room where people are uncomfortable to be with because you are not afraid to speak your mind. As a man, you have to speak your mind. Because if you're unconfrontational, you're going to feel this feeling in your heart like, damn, I should have done something. Maybe I should have spoke up for myself. But you are hiding that true shadow self that is within you. See, as a man, you have to understand your shadow self. I'm not talking about being an evil person, but there's a version inside of you that understands what human nature truly is, especially in this modern society we are in today. If you just let people just push you around, just say anything they want to you and disrespect you, it's death before dishonor, bruh. You have to hold up your honor as a man. If you feel like you're being disrespected and you feel internally like, yo, I didn't like the way this person treated me, or I didn't like the way this person was doing me like that, bro. I didn't like that negative energy I was getting. I'm not saying you got to get into every fight, you got to get into every argument. You must be stoic, but at the same time, you must know when people are disrespecting your dignity and trying to take advantage of you. Because trust me, if you aren't aware of who you are, especially as a man, bro, the worst thing you can do is hold up a mask and let people walk all over you, bro. because that's going to lead you into a pit where you just crash out. You're going to be holding all these emotions and all these things inside you that you know people have been doing you wrong for so long. And it's going to lead to one big crash out where you end up on the news being one of these people that just go out and decide to air some out for no reason because they just have all this pent up anger within them because they were scared to confront people or they were scared to speak their mind and get things off their chest as a man. See, nice guys finish last, but good men finish on her face, bro. You can be a good man, but not be a pushover. And majority of these women in today's generation, we're not in that generation where it's full of men that's just holding open doors for her, laying down your sweater so she can walk over puddles and stuff. We're not in that generation, bro. As a man who has masculine frame, you have to be a man who knows how to put people in their place, who knows how to say what you want and know what you want off the top of your head. You have to know how to make decisions for your life and for when you have a family that's going to benefit all of you. If you're just a man like Will Smith or D. Wade who's just trying to please their wife or just trying to please other people, bro, you are not really doing what you want as a man. You are hiding your true nature. You are breeding more estrogen in yourself because you're not letting this testosterone release out of you, bro. Men used to be barbarians, used to be kings, Vikings. These men knew what they want and they went after it. If they wanted something, they would get on boats and sail the seas. If they wanted something, they would take over kingdoms. They would take wives from tribes. This is what it's like to be a true man, knowing what you want and bringing that out of you. I'm not saying you just got to go around with an ego, but sometimes you have to have an ego because you have to know what you want. You have to know what you want, or you will spend the rest of your life slaving away your emotions for what other people wish of you. You will forever be walking on eggshells trying to please this society as long as you are a nice guy. Now, the difference between a nice guy and a good man is being a man with morals, being a man who stands on principles and knowing that it's death before dishonor. You have to hold your dignity to a higher standard. Any test you get from a woman that's trying to test your masculinity or she's trying to call you out your name or just disrespect you or whoever it is, bruh, you have to stand on the way you feel as a man, bruh. Because there's times where even I've let people disrespect me in the past or do certain things to me that I knew inside me wasn't right and just didn't sit right on my heart. But it's already too late. And when it's too late and you try to crash out after, it's like, oh, where did all this energy come from? Why didn't you feel this way before? Truth is, you did feel this way before. But you held in all this pent-up anger because you didn't say what was truly on your mind and get it off your chest as a man, bruh. See, being a good man is a man that people is going to look up to. Even if you're a man who speaks what you want, people is going to respect it. Haven't you noticed when you've done something, like when people want you to do certain things for them, but you like, oh, I can't get to that right now. I have better things to do with my life. I have things to handle. Now, they might be upset in the moment or whatever. They might feel some type of way in the moment, but they can respect that. When you're a man people can respect, that cannot be taken away from you. When people don't respect you, bro, you can feel that inside you. And it's more prevalent in this generation because when people can just go on social media and see false personalities and see people holding up masks and hide behind a screen, you are not being your true authentic self. And you will forever let what people are saying about you and letting what people feel about you dictate the way that you move in life. As a man, bruh, you have to earn your respect. If you cannot respect yourself enough to improve on yourself, improve on your body, improve on your looks, improve on who you are able to become, you're going to forever spiral down, bruh. Trust me, I know there's a bunch of men who's been resonating with some of the videos I put out, and I know there's men who hate on the videos I put out because more than likely, I'm talking about them. But if you're a nice guy out there, bruh, you're going to have a time that happens to you to make you realize that being yourself is the best option. Being cold is the best option. You have to hold up a defense on your heart or people would take that for granted. Good men are being lost in this society because you are trying to please others instead of being who you truly are as a leader and as a role model and as a man, bruh. Stop trying to please the society by being nice, thinking that it's going to get you laid with women, that is going to get you attention, that is going to give you some sort of validation. Self-validation and self-confidence is one of the best traits you can have because being alone instead of being lonely with other people is way better. You can be with a whole crowd and still feel alone because you don't know who you truly are inside. So people just see you as the class clown. People just see you as the store runner. People just see you as the person that they can come to whenever they need something. But whenever you need something, where are these people at? The clown or the joker is one of the most aware people. Because behind the mask, behind the circus act, you know that people are ultimately just using you for one purpose, to laugh, or whatever hidden intentions that they have. But when you know what you want as a man, that's when you truly strive for it, bruh. You have to know what you want as a man and truly get to it. Letting these women walk all over you is not the best thing for you, bruh. It's not going to get you anywhere, especially becoming a grown man. Even your own mother, you have to have authority after when you are becoming a grown man. If your mother can't even think that you're responsible, think that you can handle things on your own, bruh, you're going to feel that energy because at the same time, she is still a woman. If you're religious, you've heard of Jesus and Mary. When people went to Mary asking her things about Jesus, she said, go ask my son. Because she knows who her son is, Jesus. Turn water into wine. She said, go ask my son. Go to my son. He has everything you need. He is that responsible man. He is that masculine man. But when you're a man that nobody can respect, you're a man like Will Smith just trying to please your family and please the media and all this, that's going to hurt you, bro. Realize who you are. Stand on business. Stand 10 toes down as a man, bro. We can't continue to be losing men and losing all the potential leaders we have and all the people who have the ability to create good things in this world because you are hiding your true self. There are too many people who are walking around with masks in this planet, bro. But when people see a true man, when women see a true man who give off that big D energy, that daddy energy, you've heard these terms before. These men are the men who stay in these women's head 24/7. Because when all they've been dealing with is men who they can walk all over or push over, you might have even heard women say, oh, I fight men. I beat up men. My man, he lets me do this. I can go out and wear whatever I want to. See, when you're a man who has principles and morals, can't no girl just go out wearing whatever she wants. And if she do, she can do that on her own, not with me. See, as a man, I can care less what a female does when she's not with me. But when she's with me, she knows that submission is there. She knows that she looks up to me. She respects me as a man who can take her places, who can give her different experiences. But when you're a man who's just confined to being nice and just walking on eggshells, you will never reach that true potential, bro. Realize who you are within. Meditate. Do what you got to do to become that confident man so nobody can be able to walk all over you, bro.